Welcome back to the 90s. You're standing in Hochzoll, located in Tyrol, Austria. This is a typical station found on the Mittenwaldbahn, a cross-border route that connects Austria to Germany via a steep mountain pass. Most of the route is single-tracked. Stations like Hochzoll provide passing opportunities for trains.
There's a missing sticker over there. Let's fix it while you're here.
There are lots more tasks to discover throughout this route. Make sure to sort the skis, replace the milk bottles, organise luggage trolleys and apply stickers. Your train has arrived. Let's climb aboard. Sit down in any available seat. This train is hauled by an DBB 1020, first built in 1940. It is one of the oldest surviving electric locos. The railway connection between Innsbruck and Garmisch-Partenkirchen was fully opened in 1912, bringing a swift connection between these important cities known for tourism and winter sport. The Mittenwaldbahn runs for 56 kilometres and runs at capacity, ferrying passengers and bringing freight to the local towns. On this route you'll learn how to operate the DBB 1020 and the Deutsche Bahn VR111, which together do long distance, local and freight services. Take the wheel of the iconic DBB 1020 and master steep gradients along this picturesque route between two countries. Take the wheel of the iconic DBB 1020 and master steep gradients along this picturesque route between two countries. This is Train Sim World, Mittenwaldbahn. In this training module, you'll be taken through the operation of an DBB 1020 electric locomotive. During this brief introduction, you'll cover the critical driving controls and freight operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started. During this brief introduction, you'll cover the critical driving controls and freight operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started. Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time. First, we will apply the loco brake to ensure the loco does not roll away. Now we can unlock the brake with the brake key. Apply the train brake now and release the loco brake again. Next, we turn the master key to enable the desk. Now we can raise the pantograph, close the MCB and enable all electrical systems. Turn on the fan. Under heavy load, you might need to set these to high. Enable the headlights. Each lever controls one light on this locomotive. Now we can set the reverser to forward and release the brake. Now we can set the reverser to forward and release the brake. To make sure you don't overload the motors, watch the ammeters in front of you to stay within limits while applying power. The locomotive is now ready to go. Use the throttle to apply some power to get moving. Now that you've reached your target speed, you can move. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force using the train brake. First built in 1944 as the E94, the German version of the locomotive, it has done both passenger and freight operations for ÖBB and DB. Combined, the E94 and ÖBB 1020 had 200 units produced and now still run 80 years later. Combined, the E94 and ÖBB 1020 had 200 units produced and now still run 80 years later. freight wagons are behind you. Change the direction with the reverser, then change the junction indicated either by walking over to it or using the map. The freight wagons are behind you. Change the direction with the reverser, then change the junction indicated either by walking over to it or using the map. The junction is correctly aligned and you can now couple up to the freight. Come to a stop once your locomotive gently touches the wagons. The junction is correctly aligned and you can now couple up to the freight. Come to a stop once your locomotive gently touches the wagons. You can couple and uncouple from either an external camera or on foot. Let's connect the formation using the external camera. Return back to the first person camera. Nice work. Change direction with the reverser and move the train forward into the indicated siding. Nice work. Couple and uncouple from either an external camera or on foot. Uncouple from the wagons on foot this time. You can couple and uncouple from either an external camera or... That's it for this introduction. Well done. That's it for In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive the DBBR 111 electric locomotive. Climb aboard the loco cab. Sit in the driver's seat. Open the passenger doors to allow boarding. The train is now ready to depart. Set the reverser to forward. This controls the direction of travel. Release the brakes and prepare to depart the station. Power in this locomotive is delivered through a combined tap changer and Z-control lever. This can be used as a traditional tap changer or by using the Z-control to hold the taps. In this training module, you'll be learning to use the tap changer. Set the throttle to run up and the traction motors will gradually apply power. Coasting, move the throttle to the off position. This will stop any power being applied through the tap changer. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force by moving the brakes into the braking range. The BR111 is the successor to the BR110, designed to allow for faster speeds on passenger services thanks to its new bogie design, improving on comfort and speed. The first unit was built in December 1974 at the Krauss-Maffei workshop. In the next 10 years, a further 226 locomotives were built. The train's 4 electric motors supply 3,720 kilowatts or 4,990 horsepower and allow for speeds of up to 160 kilometers per hour or 100 miles per hour. approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force by moving the brakes into the braking range. Nice job. The train has safely come to a stop. You can now open the doors. Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.